What's up, everybody? It's your boy OG, and today we are going to talk about the CS2 market crash. Everyone is talking about it, everyone is boasting, everyone has their opinions. You probably have your opinions, your mom has your opinions, your freaking pets probably have an opinion at this point. But here, I'm going to give you my opinion. We're going to talk about a little bit what was going on today, 10/30/2025. It was supposed to be Apocalypse Day and we saw some pretty interesting stuff. So let's get right into it. So if you go to Price Empire, I like to use their old site version. You can see how the market's looking, and today is 10:30. Obviously, everyone knows what today was. Everyone who traded up knives from the first week, the floodgate was open. We were able to see what was going to be listed. And a lot of people's sentiment and opinion was that unfortunately, the market was just going to have to go down. There was no way with this many new knives in supply and all the changes, the loss of faith in the market, everything, that we were going to keep going up. And pretty much from that reverse day and then a week forward, we dropped at our lowest. It doesn't record on actual, but Price Empire had a tweet at 3 billion. We dropped down to 3 billion from all-time high of 6 million. And it's pretty crazy if you think about it. Honestly, we dropped all the way down and we slowly started bouncing back and faith was restored and people felt like, "Hey, maybe there's a chance for me to invest. Maybe there's a chance for me to profit." I'm gonna see. Things are turning around. Everyone thought all skins were going down to zero. You probably thought all skins were going down to zero, and people started panic selling. Well, what we saw thereafter was that stuff got so low. I mean, if we look at prices of some stuff that shouldn't have even been affected, we can look at, let's not do a Wild Lotus. I don't know exactly a lot about Wild Lotus pricing, but something I do know a lot about are hydroponic. Something like a hydroponic factory new at the time were going for $8,100. Right as the market crashed, they got down to 4.5K. So stuff that had nothing to do with the market was crashing. Faith in Valve had been at an all-time low. They had taken a golden rule. There's a lot of things Valve has changed. There's a lot of things Valve has done to piss off their players. But they have never screwed with the market. There's a certain rules, like unforsaken rules, like kind of like in sports, you just don't screw with. And the skin market was one of them. And on that fateful day when they changed it, so much faith had been lost in the market that everyone's sentiment at the time was sell everything, we're going to zero. And when we saw that that wasn't going to be the case and that people were willing to buy skins now, that before the pump of the market, if you're in tune with the market, these were about, $1,500. They got all the way up to 8K and now they're 4K. People are like, this doesn't make sense. Gold should drop, but the whole market shouldn't drop. And a lot of big buyers, a lot of people who had money in CS started scooping up these items for fantastic prices. And then we saw, if you zoom in right here, we see the massive, just unbelievable dip all the way down to 3.5, but it was really 3 million. And then we start slowly growing and we start slowly growing. And as that's happening, what's going on Twitter and in CS communities and influencers all around are people telling you, wait for the 30th, though. Wait for the 30th. It's too good to be true. What is the 30th, you ask? The 30th was a full week after the unbelievable update that changed the market forever. So the 30th came around and everyone's calling it doomsday. There's some people who are saying, hey, I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think. I don't think we'll even see prices lower than the all-time lows at here. There were some people, not a lot, but some people saying, I don't even think we'll see prices at this low ever again. And lo and behold, the market pumps. The heavens have spoken on us. Gaben has blessed us with his own tip, and God is talking down to the CS community and going, "Blessed be thou, I give you light." Everyone's cheering. Market people are rejoicing. Everyone's saying, "See, I told you so. Skins aren't going down. Skins aren't going down. There's no chance skins are going down." Let's hold on. Let's take a break. Let's take a deep breath. Is it exciting that skins are going up after we should get a huge influx of supply? 100% yes, it is exciting. And, who knows what can happen. But let's take a little bit deeper of a dive. So, shout out to Kong. You can follow him on CSK0N1GCS on Twitter. He came out with a very interesting tweet about 5 hours ago. An update on Doppler crafts registered on Float database since the update, outstanding by 3 hours. So when he posted this was 3 hours old. 14,000 new Dopplers are in existence. And this is only based on people who have the CS float extension. If you don't have this float extension, your knives don't get registered to the float database. So that excludes all of China and all of overseas. This is 14,000 not knives, Dopplers. The most desirable knives in the game, other than probably case hardens, are right here, and there's 14,000 of them. Let's say if we add overseas in China, let's at bare minimum double this. That means we have 30,000 Dopplers about to flood the market. Now, day one, everyone wasn't doing these trades. There was so much panic. People were selling their whole inventories. If you know, you know. You were there. There was hysteria. There was blood in the streets. Everyone was freaking out. No one knew what was right or wrong. Many massive traders had left the scene and made tweets about it. No one was like, yes, people were trading up their knives. Tons of people. But a lot of people weren't focusing on it. But you know what they wore days later when things calmed down and prices start re-rising? Oh, yeah, that's what happened. They started trading their knives. They're like, "Oh, everything's not sinking. We're okay. Guys, we're okay." And everyone started trading up knives and going, "Hey, maybe I can pull a ruby. Maybe I can pull a sapphire. Maybe I can pull a black pearl." Let's look at some of these quantities of knives. Emeralds. 400 emeralds in the American market are coming. 141 black barrels in the American market are coming. 600 sapphires are coming. Phase 2, the most popular regular phase, 1,700 are coming. 205 of those being one of the most popular finishes, an M9 bayonet. Then a karambit, one of the other most popular finishes. I mean, if you don't understand what is about to happen to the market, the test, my point being, the real test was not the 30th, in my opinion. Everyone and all these traders are telling you, guys, look, there's nothing to be afraid of. Dip your feet back in the water. Everything's good. The temperature's fine. I'm telling you, don't you dare jump in that pool unless you want to boil like a rotten pig. Bro, we are about to have 30,000 plus Dopplers flooded on the market. Just Dopplers. That's not knives. That's not regular finishes. That's not case hardens. That's not autotronics. That's not rust coats. That's not ultraviolet. Whatever your heart may think about that. We should probably have, if this is the true number, we should probably have over 100,000 golds, well over 100,000 golds coming to the market within the next 3 days. I keep telling people, stop worrying about the 30th. Stop worrying about the 31st. Worry about the 3rd of next month. Worry about the 4th of next month when we're 4 or 5 days after things have been starting to be tradable. Meaning, the 30th was the first day things were able to be traded. Give it 7 days after that. Give it a week and a half after that. We might see 300,000, new colds on them. So again, I'm not here to doom and gloom. I'm not here to make people, panic or not panic. I'm hoping for a crash. I want to buy a fire new combo. I'm going to be very transparent. I don't have much money in the market, let alone anything. My only semi expensive skin right now, to be as transparent as possible, I sold everything and said I'm just going to ball out on a knife and glove combo and rebuild my inventory. Real quick, is my AK. It's the only nice skin I have right now. Other than that, I have nothing in the market. So I want to make that very clear. But can I be wrong? Let's make this very clear really quick at the end of the video. 100% yes. I am not a financial advisor. I am not an economist. I am a dumb stoner who loves to play CS and loves the CS community. These are just my thoughts and opinions. But if I do sit back and use some common sense and really think about it, the supply of all these knives, let alone just what we're seeing in the market right now, would I be cheering that, oh, we beat the evil magical date of, October 30th, all is well, let's go? No, I wouldn't be happy. Like, I wouldn't be cheering right now. I don't think this is the defeat people think. Like, prices have gone up a little. Yes, we're seeing prices go up. October 29th, 3,700. October 30th, 4K. Like, yeah, stuff's going up, but I mean, I am so curious and I will be making a video what the market will look like, uh September mm, September like 5th. I would be very curious. What is stuff going to look like September 5th, September 7th, September 10th? Like, what are we going to see? I'm very, very curious. Like, are we going to see prices continue to keep going up? I just think it's going to be impossible. I don't see a world where gloves and knives and all these things can continue to rise. I I just don't think it's sustainable. Um, you know, so that's my thoughts. That's my little rant. If you're new to this channel, I am trying to become a content creator. I stream on TikTok. I stream on Twitch. My Twitch is twitch.com OMG ITZ OG. Oh my god, it's OG with a Z. And I'm trying to make it. I appreciate all you guys. I've been doing really well on TikTok. I love this community. I want what's best. I want to crash for myself for skins, but in all honesty, I don't think it will be good. If anything has shown me anything about what is going on right now in the market, in the community as a whole, is no matter what anyone says, CS market is resilient. Like, even if we crash down to 2 billion, which I don't think is going to happen, look what we've been able to do, guys. Like, everyone thought everything was going to zero. Everyone thought that there was no chance stuff was going to restore. So many people, so many big traders, so many respected people said, this is it. This is the final straw. I'm leaving the market. And we're having a bounce back. Now, again, this video, in my opinion, I do think we are going to still have a pretty big crash soon. But the resiliency in this market, I don't think people have lost faith. I think people love this game. I people think people love skins. I think people love this community. And I think more than ever, stuff is becoming affordable. People often forget that CS is a video game. Yes, people use it as an investment, but when I get on the video game, I'm trying to escape all the bullshit. I'm just trying to have fun, flex some cool skins, and get the W's. So, I'm happy no matter what. I hope everyone's being safe. Remember, nothing is worth your life. Nothing is worth your life. It is precious. No matter how much money or pain you're going through right now, it will get better. And yeah, this is just my 2 cents on the whole thing. I think if you have any comments or you think I'm stupid, you think I'm a genius, let me know down in the comment section. If you're new, hit that follow button. If you could follow me on Twitch again, twitch.com/OMGITZOG. Follow me on TikTok at OMGITZOG. And yeah, love you guys. And as always, if you stayed till the end, this is for the viewers. Mwah, mwah, mwah.